Good morning, everybody. This is Cliff London Uncensored coming to you right after work. The Uber actually got me home. The hooligans were gone. Lakeshore Drive was actually open. First and foremost, I want to welcome all the new subscribers. It's very inspiring. I really appreciate the support, and I'm going to keep rocking and rolling for you guys as long as you keep rocking and rolling for me. Remember to share the video, comment. I'll do my best to respond to everybody. And before we get started on the heroes and the idiots of the day, I just want to give a shout out to a guy named Eric Campbell in the comment section. He made a comment about how they do Russell Wilson, and I'm going to address that. I personally, on a football level, and this actually coincides with what I'm talking about. When anybody that's playing against the Bears, I ain't gonna like them. But I tell you one thing: history will tell the correct story about Russell Wilson, because you're absolutely right, Mr. Campbell. I think it's I would say that they have a problem with Russell Wilson. Basically, to me, it seems like he doesn't get in enough trouble, to tell you the truth. Anyway, now that's a nice segue, because the idiots of the day, I don't know if there's any heroes, but I will say the idiots of today are the National Football League, and they are the idiots of the day for two reasons. One, they're actually thinking about bringing that kneeling shit back. And two, I don't know if you guys have heard, but they are actually, I don't know if they're going to do this, but I read that this is a possibility. Basically, if they hire, it's like a point system. If you hire a black head coach, you get certain compensatory draft picks. If you have a black GM, you get compensatory draft picks, and it goes on and on. Now I'm thinking to myself, see, this is like, these kind of things they don't help. They make shit worse, and it breeds resentment. And also, if you're vying for something that is a very elite club, there are 32 positions, roughly 32 positions, and you could potentially ruin a franchise's future for years, and not to mention, as a black man, if I was if I was vying to be an NFL coach, I wouldn't want it given to me in that fashion. Now, one might say, hey, it don't matter how you get the job, it's what you do when you get in there. Okay, fair enough. But also, if you get in there and you suck, holy shit. You know what I mean? But anyway, it should be who is best for the job, especially when you have only 32 positions. I mean, are there even really that many black coaches? Like, if you get all the college, and all the NFL assistants, does that even come up to 32? And to me, if it doesn't, I don't see that as racist. It's definitely not a conspiracy theory. I mean, a lot of all the football stuff that I watch, those guys are overcoming dire odds to get where they will, especially like something like Last Chance U. But yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid, NFL. I appreciate the sentiment. I appreciate you trying to clean up your image and stuff, but this is probably one of the most boneheaded ideas I've ever heard. And I know that there's probably a lot of those fight the power pro-blacks out there that's kind of liking this, but think about your own team here, okay? Think about how messed up it is. Think about, what are you going to do if this actually goes through and they all fail? Are you going to want to hear, well, now black men can't coach in the NFL because we're not as intelligent and blah, blah, blah. Those old 80s stereotypes that I don't believe are prevalent now. I say that it's even harder. I mean, not harder, excuse me. I say that it's something that's only 32 positions. Even if you're white, it's hard to get in there. There are some of those guys that are assistants that may never become a coach. Shit, there are some that suck, actually. Or at that second as a coach, like Josh McDaniels, he sucks. But he's a good assistant. Second thing, well, no, I said the second thing. The second thing was the coach hiring thing. The first thing was the kneeling. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't know if anybody out there has seen the movie Devil's Rejects. Great film with Rob Zombie. It has a Ken Foree, kind of B-list famous black actor, but I've always liked his work. His name is Ken Foree, and he has a line in Devil's Rejects, and I love the way he says it. I hope I don't butcher it, because business is business, baby. That's how I feel about these guys kneeling. It's like, well, you've already done that, and at the end of the day, it was sort of a futile gesture, and it only hurt. It hurt. To me, it kind of hurt the quote unquote cause, because the same way that I don't like that SJW stuff crammed down my throat, because everyone starts at square one with me, no matter what race, no matter what color. I'm gonna deal with the individual, but no one likes to have anything shoved down their throat, whether it be black issues, whether it be homosexual issues, whether it be transvestite issues. No one likes that, especially in their entertainment. I mean, that's shown with the failure of a lot of the, like, Ghostbusters and Star Wars. No one likes that stuff crammed down their throat. The real artist, you can sink that stuff in there, underlying part of the plot. That's how you do that. So that they think that's what good theater is supposed to do. Take you on good theater and good film. Take you on a journey, ask questions, and take you on an emotional journey. That's what it's supposed to do. Anyway, and so when you have this kneeling thing coming around again, a lot of people are going to be like, God damn it, I did my penance. When I was marching, I did my protesting. Now I just want to enjoy football because the pandemic, basically took away all that nice pre-stuff. Now we're going into this kneeling stuff. And by the way, it's done. By the way, it's time for this to go into the 2 weeks where everybody, doesn't talk about it anymore, because we both know that, what a lot of blacks aren't talking about is, and again, this doesn't mean that he deserved to die. But I'm just, like I said earlier today, be careful who you give martyrdom to. That this guy wasn't you can't make him a saint in death. The cop was incompetent. We all know that. But they've been arrested, and hopefully, things will work out in correct fashion. So first, the idiots of the day are the NFL. Heroes. Well, I already mentioned a hero already, David Dorn. I would say that retired officer, one strong, that stood in front of the store and ended up getting shot in his head. That's the hero of the day. I'm also like to point out, a few weeks ago, another idiot, the ghetto ass, thugged out ass family that shot the damn security guard. Even though I felt like he was kind of extra, and when you're dealing with people like that, you need to just let them get their shit and go. Security guard, they don't pay you enough to go through that shit anyways. But mainly, I'm going to get off here. My phone's dying, and I love my wife, but it's cool when she's out of town. She's visiting her parents for a couple of days, for a few days, and that's great because I can do man shit and, game, get on that Destiny and stuff like that. Or please, you guys, tell me what you think about this NFL crap. Remember, we're talking about they're thinking about bringing that kneeling back and its stupid hiring policy. Just let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like the channel, I've gotten a few new subscribers, and again, thank you, whoever has been sharing these videos. Thank you very, 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 very much. Words fail. But again, if you like what you heard, rate, comment, share the video. Please, I'm going to try to answer as many comments as I can. NFL, good choices or bad choices, With that being said, just remember, this is Cliff London, uncensored, and there is no fate but what we make for ourselves. Good morning. Welcome, new subscribers. I will talk to you later.